Hi, I'm Brandon Manning, and today I'm going to do a video on how to train your parakeet. What a lot of people say you should do is, well, there's their cage right there. And they say you should keep it in the cage and talk to them, like read a book in front of them. At least that's what this girl says, a real young girl on YouTube says. And that's some pretty good advice. And eventually you start feeding it with millet, and then you want to start feeding it, having it feed out of your hand. But what I find effective and easier is once you can get them to step up on your finger but they're still scared of you, you want to put them on like an open area, and you want to sit real close to them so that they get used to you and they're not afraid. Like, they think they're protected when they're in their cage because they think you can only open it at a limited amount of time. But when you're right next to them and they see you're not gonna hurt them, then they become used to you more easily. And if you can't get them up on your finger, the white one I have trouble. I can get the white one up on my finger, but as soon as I lift my hand up and take 3 steps, he tries to fly off. But lately, after I've had him on my bed here, and he just hangs out, and if he jumps off the bed, then I try to get him up with my finger like that, saying step up, and he gets up, and I put him back on the bed. If he doesn't listen, and he wants to go like under my dresser or something, then I just grab him. I mean, it's okay to grab them, but the problem is if you constantly grab them, they're going to be scared and they're not going to become tamed very easily. Now, I noticed the males, like this white one here, when you grab him, you'll feel his muscles, and he's a lot stronger, and they can weasel out of your grip. But the females, like this yellow one here, she knows she can't compete with you, so that she'll just kind of submit more and go up on your finger. But just because she does that, it doesn't mean she's not afraid of you as much as the white one. And the other way to tell between a male and female is the male will bite you. If you grab the male and he doesn't like what you're doing, he'll bite you. Now the female will just put her mouth on you but not sink into it. The females are smart. They know that somebody as big as you can hurt them if they try to hurt you, so they're more submissive. But the males, they got that alpha male thing going on, and they want to protect their mate. And they want to basically be respected. So what I'm saying is when you first get your parakeets, one thing I noticed when I first got either one of these parakeets is that they need exercise too. But I noticed when I got these parakeets that they wouldn't eat for the first day or two. Like, they would eat absolutely nothing and drink absolutely nothing. And eventually I learned that when you're not around, when you leave the room, they'll eat and drink, and then eventually they'll just here, she ran down there, and watch her step up on my finger here, and she went back down, and there she is on my finger. And what was I saying? Yeah, so basically you just want to take it slow. The little girl who taught me how to tame these at first said, like, read a magazine out loud. You want them to get used to your voice. Don't just whistle to them, because then when you start talking, they may become afraid. And as you can see, these guys aren't too afraid of me because they're not constantly flying, but they will try to get exercise when they can, and you want to make sure their cage has the wingspan for them to exercise. And Another thing is, if you see them like gasping for air with their wings slightly open, that means they're really scared, and birds can have heart attacks. Okay, so you want to put them back in the cage and put like a cover over their cage, like a blanket, so that they feel like they're all alone and they're all safe. But I mean, if they're just not gasping for air, but like if they look out of breath, it might be because the room is hot. Like my room right now is 91 degrees in here, and they're a little bit out of breath. But the thing is, when they're right next to you, they can chill out and they can really see that you're not. They're afraid because predators come at them and they have to fly away, and that's just instincts. But when you're right next to them and they see you're not gonna hurt them, then eventually through time they're gonna learn that, you know what, maybe it's fun to come out of my cage and hang out with my owner. So that's the video on how to tame parakeets, and you guys have a good day.